Hello, good afternoon, Professor. Here I am going to explain my assignment 2, which is based on using the sklearn. First of all, here we have two parts in our assignment. Part 1 is in part 1 we have like condition where we want to play outdoor sports called tennis, and there are three weather conditions like low temperature, rainy, and very windy. And other we have in one column we are featuring all three types of temperature and creating a data set for these three temperature, and at least we need a 20 uh, rows like 20 samples and label them as per required. After creating model and training, we need to classify all of those, and uh, so like whether in this condition we can play tennis outside or not. Here I created Panda SPD. I imported Panda SPD, and from sklearn.tree I imported the decision tree classifier, and um, from sklearn.model underscore selection I imported train underscore test dot split. Here we have two options, like we can create our CSV file directly from the Excel and put it in the uh, this Google collaboration, but I had created my all data CSV file over here in the code. As you can see, I created 20 examples of temperature, same as of rainy, windy condition, and tennis, right? And I created a data frame as a .csv file. Like this data frame will convert into the CSV file, and I name as dataset01.csv. If I click on this dataset, here you can see temperature, rainy weather, windy, and play tennis. Like temperature is 80, right? Rainy is condition is fall, windy is fall, but you can play tennis. Then yes, of course you can play tennis if it's not rainy and windy. As you can see over here I, x variable is a variable which store in a dataset as a temperature, rainy and windy, and y as a play tennis. X underscore train and x underscore test is a similar as y underscore train and y underscore test to perform x and y in train and test product. And as we have the train and in train underscore test underscore split, we have xy, and the test underscore size, which is the parameter which specify the proportion of the dataset to include in test split. Here I have set it to 0.2, which means 20% of the data will be used for testing and remaining 80% for training. And another we set random underscore state as 42, which is an optional parameter that sets the seed for the random number generator. Here I declare a decision tree classifier as CFL. CFL dot fit is in CFL dot fit is a training decision classifier using as a x underscore train and y underscore train, and to then I declare a new variable as a new underscore example in a data frame where we put up temperature, rainy condition and windy condition, and using the prediction.cfl.predict a new example samples, we're gonna print the prediction. And here I am going to run what's the prediction for a new sample. It's no, yes, and no. If the temperature is 70, rain is going, and we don't have windy temperature, we cannot able to play. If temperature is 85, that's no rain and windy, we can able to play tennis outside. If we have temperature 74, When we have a rain and we don't have windy, of course we cannot able to play outside because it's raining. That's for the part A. Now going to part B, I imported a, accuracy underscore accuracy underscore score as a sklearn dot from matrix. Here we have a data set of the COVID-19 data set, COVID-19, in which our question is that as of creating a CSV file, which is I already created over here and pasted there, and we need to be have a 30 rows that can decide if person have COVID-19 or not. And then we put three columns, three columns as fever, cough, and difficult breathing, and the fourth column is for COVID-19. Like, is it uh, the person having COVID-19 or not? So we imported it from the COVID-19 underscore dataset.csv. Then, as I mentioned, X and Y. X I define as fever, cough, and difficult breathing, and Y as a COVID-19. Splitting it into the test and train, we have here as above question we put over a test size as a zero point 0.3 because we need 30% for testing and rest 70% for training, and random state as equals to 42. Here I as above question I created a decision tree classifier as CLF and X underscore train and Y underscore as a training classifier. For testing, I put Y underscore prediction, which stores the prediction data, and X underscore test, which contains testing features. To calculate the accuracy, I am using accuracy underscore score over accuracy 1.0, as accuracy means in, if I explain it from the COVID-19 data set, like if the percentage of fever is 1, like fever, no, cough, no, difficult to breathe, no, then chances of the COVID-19 is false. If the accuracy is 1, like if I take any example from here, like yeah, in this example, fever is false, cough, no, right? But difficulty of breathing is true. So chance of the person have the COVID-19 chance is 0.1%. Thank you, Professor. This is my explanation for assignment 2.